Hey traders, and welcome back to another edition of our weekly swing watch list. So today isn't just about stocks, it's about unlocking success and transforming your trading journey. So if you've ever found yourself facing challenges in the market, wondering how to turn the tides in your favor, trust me, you're not alone. So today, I want to share something special with you. It's a community that goes beyond the charts, a community that's focused on your success. Now, for those of you who might be navigating the complexities of trading, what if I told you there's a way to enhance your experience? Picture gaining exclusive insights and strategies that could be the game changer in your journey to success. So this isn't just about watching, it's about participating in a community where we share a common goal, that common goal being success. So consider this an invitation. Whether you're new to trading or you're looking to elevate your game, I want you to hit that subscribe button and become part of our growing community. As well as that sub button for YouTube, there's also a link in the description below for the free Discord. You can join that Discord for free. There's a ton of free rooms in there. There is a paid portion, but I would say 95% of those rooms are free for you guys to join, have conversations with other like-minded individuals, including myself. Okay, so let's get started on this weekly swing watch list. I put these out usually every week unless I've got some kind of family something going on. And recently, and this is probably over the last 2 months, we're at like a 75% rate of hit on the plays that I give out that I've handpicked for you guys. We hit on about 75% of them, and that's anywhere from 12 to 25 plays. We're hitting 75% of those are profitable trades. And I think I've left some in here from last week just to go over with you guys so you can see really the potential of what we've got here and what we're teaching and what I'm handing to you guys for free. So the first thing before we get started on this screen, the screen that you're looking at, this is TradingView. If you don't have something like this, I provide a link in the description below. It gives you a free 30-day trial to their sub-based services, okay? It's a free 30-day trial. There's no obligations. You try it out for 30 days. If you like it, you can use the free stuff or you can use the paid portion of it. And if you have clicked that link, you get up to $30 off of that subscription. So make sure you're taking advantage of that free offer. Let's go ahead and look at the first one I've got on the list. And these are not in alphabetical order. There's no particular order anyways that we're looking at these, not best through worst or worst through best. They're just on the list. If you're looking for a top 5, that is part of my Griswold Gold membership. That link is in the description below. Edwards Life Sciences. So we've got a couple things here. We've got a 1-3 setup. So a guy by the name of Rich from Trading Wars coined this the Nirvana. It is a very, very powerful setup. And if we go back in time and look at the last time we had a 1-3, this one here, but it went back to an inside bar. And again, they do not happen very often. You really have to go back in time to try and find these things to get some history on it. But here's one right here. We had a 1-3 with a shooter candle, and this is what we got. Okay, for 3 straight weeks, we trended down. So that's the kind of move we're looking for. And I'm going to tell you, if you're new, you don't know this. If you've been with me for a while, you know what I'm going to say. Every trade we look at, guys, I'm not here to tell you that these are going to work 75% of the time. But that's the probability. And every trade we look at, and every strategy we look at, and every candlestick setup we look at is always based off of probability. And it has to be. And that's what trading is. When you're a day trader, when you're a swing trader, it's probability. Because you don't know if this is going to be a 2 up or a 2 down or stay inside bar or go outside bar. You just don't know. Nobody knows. So that's why it's always, always, always based off of probability. So we can look at trading as, let's look at the most high probability factors that we can take, put them all together, and see if we can put a trade together on it. So that's what we're looking for here. We have a 1-3 setup, but instead of the shooter candle where we had that body at the bottom and the wick to the top, now we've got a hammer candle. It's the inverse where we have the body at the top and the wick to the bottom. So the exact same type of setup, but with a 1-3. So we can take this to the high side, we can take it to the low side, but we're going to look for that big move. And if we go look on the daily chart, we've already gone 2 up off of a hammer candle. If we go to the monthly chart, we've already gone 2 up on this inside bar candle. This is the current month of December's candle. So we are already trending in an up direction. So this makes this, again, a really nice high probability play. Obviously, I'd like to see this quarterly and the yearly in the same direction. That's time frame continuity. But again, if we swing up, that's going to turn green. Okay, the yearly, not so much. But that's the kind of stuff we look for. And this time frame continuity, you might ask what that is. That's part of my indicator that I've created for you guys, the Griswold Strat indicator. And it comes with my gold membership, or you can get it separately with the link down below. So the 1-3 setup, we're looking to break the high here at 68.59, the pink line, or to the downside at 65.12. Let's look at eBay. So eBay on the weekly, this had, it's a continuation, but we have a hammer candle sitting here. So I've left it because I want to see if we're going to break above that hammer candle. So when we're talking about the strat, that's what we teach on this channel. There are 3 high probability candle setups, or candlestick types, where we have a hammer candle, which is actionable signal, an inside bar, or a shooter candle, where we have that body at the bottom and the wick to the top. So those are 3 high probability plays. The hammer candle is a bullish pattern. So again, if we go to the month, we've already just broken up 2 up on the month on this 2 down that finished green. Okay, so that's our setup on the month. We'll talk about it in the monthly video, but we've already gone 2 up on the month. So we're going to look to see if this hammer candle can give us a continuation up on eBay. We've got time frame continuity outside of that quarter in the year. And again, you can go look at that 3-month chart and see we've got a ways to climb before we get up there, okay? A little bit to go. Doesn't mean this play won't work. On the weekly, it's a smaller time frame trade, okay? We'd like to see these green, but they don't have to be. If they were green, all that tells us is that we have a higher probability of that trade working out. Okay, now we look at Apple on the weekly. Apple, that's got the time frame continuity in our favor. That's got a 2 down that finished green. So 3 candlestick types. And again, this channel, guys, subscribe and watch the learning tool videos. I go through all of this. If you want a more in-depth look and a really, not compact, but a really put together program, I've created a 1-hour course, and that's part of the Griswold Gold membership. Okay, so these candlestick numbers here, the 2 down finished green, that's part of my indicator, but a 2 candle only breaks the low or the high of the previous candle. In this case, we broke the low, so we would think that that would be red. But what this tells me, this green candle tells me, is that sellers were in control, buyers brought it back. So that's telling me we are going to look for a trend back to the upside on Apple. We're going to look for a 2-2 reversal into time frame continuity. We're going to look for calls here at 192.09. We go to the daily. The daily, we've already broken on Friday. We went 2 up on the 2-2 reversal. Okay, so that's what we're looking for on the Apple setup. AFRM. Okay, so AFRM doesn't have a setup this week, but I want to show you guys the potential of these double inside bars. They don't always happen like this. We had one here, which triggered, and we hit targets on the way down. This one, we triggered and went way up. A double inside bar runner. Okay, this thing ran. And all we're doing when we're looking for targets, so normally, if I was looking at this, we have our trigger here, and we would put our targets in at the high of the preceding wicks. So this inside bar, this 2 up candle. Then we'd have to go back in time and we start marking targets here and here, the highs of the preceding wicks. That's how we mark our targets, okay? So that was a really nice run on AFRM last week if you took it. BIDU. Okay, so BIDU has a 2 up that finished red. That means we started green. The sellers took it back. We're going to look for a trend back to the downside on BIDU. And remember, I probably got 15 plays on here. In the past, like we're looking at the last 5, 6, 7 weeks, we've been hitting 75% plus. Some weeks it's 80, some weeks it's 95. But 75 plus is kind of the number where we're sitting. So if we're looking at, 15 plays, 12 of them are hitting. Somewhere in around there, okay? CCL, here's another one. I just wanted to show you from last week. We had the inside bar. Here's a hammer candle we talked about. Big run up, okay? 2-2 continuation. Here's the inside bar. 2-1-2 continuation upside. We triggered the inside bar. We hit multiple targets on the way up on CCL. Dollar Tree, here's another one. We hit inside bar, boom, to the upside. A big run if you took the 3-1 setup. That's the outside bar, inside bar setup. 3-1. They don't happen very often. We'd have to go back. Here, these gold highlights, that's part of my indicator. This blue highlight, part of my indicator. The IB and the OB tabs, Sarah Strat Snipers 50% rules, all part of my indicator. Okay, last 3-1 setup we had, we triggered, we hit multiple targets, or at least one target on the way up, plus a little more, and then we reversed. Okay, it's going to happen. They don't always do this, but probability in history, if you go back and look, that is what probability tells us. This is a high probability setup. It's rare. It doesn't happen very often. It's something we definitely look at. Okay, we had time frame continuity in our favor on that trade. IWM, here's just another example. Inside bar, boom, to the upside. That was a 2-1-2 continuation. 2-1-2 continuation, boom, to the upside. Big run on IWM. Now, this isn't a setup for this week, obviously, but I want to show you guys the power of what I'm teaching you guys here, the strategy that I'm teaching you, the candlestick patterns, the setups that we are teaching are high probability setups. Make sure you join the Discord, subscribe down below to the channel for more. Okay, I showed you guys the double inside bars on what they happen and what happens with them and what could happen with them. Here is one on lows. We've got a double inside bar set up on lows. We can look for calls at 204.36. Puts at 196.32. We go back in time. Look for the last time. Look for that blue highlight. There it is. Boom to the downside. Okay? Big runner off that double inside bar. And that was from February of this year. So that's how far we had to go back. Now we look for the next one. So rare. Okay? I still haven't found one. There it is. Okay, so February of 2018. So this is the third one in 5 years that we've seen, okay? This one, it didn't work out, guys. We triggered, we bumped up, and then we ran back to the downside, okay? Went outside bar all week. So that happens, but probability of what these double inside bars do tell us that the majority of the time that we have these, we get moves like this, where we trigger, and we hit multiple targets on the way up, okay? So from 69.88 up to 71. So almost a $2 move in a week on lows, okay? And that one, again, was far back. You look at lows now, we're at $200 a share compared to 70 bucks or 68 bucks that we were back in 2016, okay? Double inside bar, that's what we're looking for. We move to lift, just to show you guys, outside bar, inside bar, 3-1 setup, huge run up, okay? Here's a double inside bar example, huge run down. Hey, I don't know that this stuff is on here, but I'm showing you guys. Like here, inside bar, huge run down. Inside bar, huge run up. Inside bar, 2 weeks it ran down. Hey, inside bar, triggered, targets to the downside. Here's the last 3-1 we had, triggered, boom, 2 straight weeks. This is the potential of what I am teaching you guys here. We look at Microsoft, 2 up, red. We're looking for puts on the way down, 371.31. Nike, there's just another example that I left on here from last week. Inside bar, huge run up. PayPal, inside bar last week, huge run up. I can't make this stuff up, guys. Double inside bar. Look, here's another one. Boom to the upside. If you're not doing this stuff, if you're not watching this stuff, if you're not teaching yourself this stuff, learning this stuff, I'm teaching it for you. This is a game changer. It is by far the easiest way you guys will ever find to trade in the market. I promise you that. There's nothing simpler. This is organic trading. We don't use, EMA crossings. We don't use RSIs. We don't use MACDs. We use exactly what the candlesticks tell us to do. I want to thank you guys for watching this. Make sure you join the Discord if you want. Okay, that membership is $50. It's a great value. You'll make it back in one trade. You get a 1-hour course on this stuff. You get live trading bots. I don't even have to give you the trades. They come live to you guys throughout the day on multiple time frames. You get 1 hour, the 1-hour course I mentioned, you get one-on-one time with me. We can do a one-on-one. So you guys have questions, you ask them, I will answer them. We'll help you out in your trading journey. There's a bunch of other stuff in there as well. Okay, the top 5s from each one of these lists that I give out. I do daily watch lists as well. You get the top 5 from those. Good luck trading this week, guys. Christmas is just around the corner. I wish you nothing but the best, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.